All right. Welcome back to Off the Hook Podcast.
Yay, we're
another
back.
week. I'm Salina Johnson.
I'm Sabrena Contreras. I'm just getting over a cold. I'm sorry.
No, you know what? I realized actually when I listened to last week's episode,
I sounded
very
like
congested.
shit.
No, I was very congested.
God.
You noticed Amber's like, yeah.
I was coughing so much.
Well, there was that.
I'm
and
sorry,
then,
everybody.
No, me too. I'm so sorry. I sounded like I was just like,
No,
like
literally.
all stuffy and God, how annoying.
I feel like this last
annoying.
week I was so Chucky from Rugrats.
Yeah, no.
That's all. I was like, blah, blah, blah.
It's so funny because like when you said that, his little fucking stuffed up voice came to mind.
Yeah, dude.
And I was like, damn.
I was just writing poetry. I've been writing poetry.
You have, yeah. No,
Yeah.
I've been
That's all I was
enjoying
doing.
what you send me.
Oh, thank you. I'm thinking of making it like a little book.
You should.
At the end of January.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God. Such a good idea.
Thank you. We're trying to be more creative in 2025.
True. We are. The
Creativity.
The clay project did not go super well for me.
Selena, that was Selena brought a clay kit.
It was a kit, like, for kids probably.
No, that thing was not. It's so hard to knead.
Near the kids.
The clay
art section.
That shit's hard.
Yeah. Anyway,
a kid would get pissed doing that.
And that was like the hardest part. We were like kneading the clay.
We were like sweating
for like an hour. Like I felt like my fingers, probably the tips were like red. And I was just like beating the shit out of it, trying to make it soft for like, I swear, an hour.
It was really hard. And I used to, like do ceramics on like the wheel ceramics. And we get the big hunks of clay. And I don't remember it being that hard.
Something was up with that clay because
it was usually pretty,
And then it was getting like stuck to the thing.
Tacky.
So I would make a thing like a tray. And then I'd go to pull it up, and it was so stuck that I ended up like scrunching it up and messing it up to get it off. And now I had to start over again. I did that like 7 times.
That was hard. Yeah, I feel like crafting sometimes does go awry.
Yeah, that wasn't what I wanted it to be. The idea was there.
It's same.
You made a little tray.
I made the little tray, and I made another little kind of bowl thingy after you departed.
I left. I was like, I need to. I put all the trash in a box. I'm like, whatever, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. And
like, I need a break.
She's like, do you want to do like something else as a craft? I'm like, nope, just gonna sit here on my phone.
It was fine.
My fingers hurt.
like
I'm like, no, you continue. I'm just gonna.
My fingers hurt.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I was like, I have to leave. I drove home like this.
No.
I was like,
clay,
I needed that. Yeah, it was all embedded.
On your
it was.
Fingers.
It was like in my fingernails. It was just not a good. Not a good experience.
It was like not like Ghost. It was not Ghost.
The polar opposite of Ghost.
At all.
It wasn't sexy.
There was
it wasn't
no
fun.
sensuality.
It wasn't sweet. It didn't go. It just.
Yeah. No, I get you. But even the little trays that I did, I cooked them.
Also, I don't like that you had to put them in the oven. I thought we were doing air dry the whole time, and then you were reading the instructions. You're like, "Oh, we have to bake them." I'm like, "Bake them."
You do bake like a kiln.
I know,
that is. Now that I think about it, I shouldn't have done that in my toaster oven.
Oh yeah, you did it in the toaster oven.
I should have done it in my industrial.
But the whole thing you explained with how you have to start your oven.
I know. I could have just. Oh yeah. Well, it had to be at 350 or whatever the fuck it. Anyway, they still came out flimsy.
Yeah, you're not gonna like.
They're
use
like.
It. Yeah. All right. We'll try it again.
Yeah.
We want to be more crafty this year.
Yeah.
Artsy, just drawing.
Yeah.
I've got thought about like doing clay, like ashtrays. Maybe I'll draw more. What do you want to do? Like,
what kind of shit are you?
So, what are you gonna get into this year?
Anything?
What is it?
Do
what is
you
it for
have
you?
anything?
What is it for you?
What's
your thing gonna be?
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I just realized I'm taking over.
So
drawing clay.
funny.
I don't want to hog the time. What do you want to do? What are you into?
Well, I have been writing the poem a day,
Poetry.
so
That's right.
yeah, like writing and I think like just being more bold, more bold.
Okay, Julia Childs.
More bold with my with like sending stuff because I really want to get published.
Oh my god, yeah, you should totally do that.
Yeah, like because I do have a few like short stories and like little essays and stuff that I just have, and I read them sometimes, and I'm like, this is good.
You have the ability to do it. You have your degree in English.
I know. I always forget about
Writer
alert. My creative writing teacher, I took one creative writing class. I don't even remember this bitch's name, but she was not encouraging at all. And she kind of like made me think like, I suck at this, actually.
Fuck that lady.
And
it scared you away.
Yeah, and whenever I got a paperback, it was like red.
Never positive.
Red. It was like, this doesn't make sense. Dude. And I remember one time I turned in a story and it was, how is it, third person? So it's like someone, like an unknown narrator, right? Like, or how is that? Whatever. You know what I mean. And she was like, how do they know this? And I was like, what the fuck does she mean? Like, I'm describing the weather. I'm describing how
what are you talking
the weather was. Like, I don't.
She was just finding problems.
It was weird. It was
hater,
so
dude.
strange.
And that scooped you off from doing it more often.
It really did.
Like,
and it made me think that my writing was like fucking stupid.
That is so great. I had a same teacher do the same thing in art school with me. And I was like,
Salina,
like something like in the front
what?
of class, like something in my graphic design class, like, you think this and this and this. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, fuck you. And it
like
really
about
discourages
technical, like drawing,
yeah, like
or what?
Like the design of like, it was like a logo or something like that. Or if I want to see like a Nike ad. We were doing Nike ad for shoes.
I'm bothered.
Yeah. And I was like, and it just like discourages you.
Yeah.
But it feels like they're doing it like it's not legit.
When you think about it, reflecting, I think that it's a lot more apparent that like something else is happening here.
100%.
Because like when you're in it, it's very
and
like
also,
dejecting,
like,
and like
younger.
And what kind of teacher does that? That's just like where I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Why are you like, trying to scare me away from
this? You get your jollies from this? You sick son of a bitch.
And she was like a younger teacher, and I feel like she wanted to be taken seriously, but she dressed cool, you know? It was in Eugene. It was University of Oregon. So like I don't know. I just feel like she maybe had like,
she was trying to prove something.
Yeah. Like she was trying to prove something.
Oh God.
So strange.
Dude, teachers can really affect. I remember.
Bitch.
Did you ever have like a really mean teacher in elementary school?
Mr. Matheny, fuck you.
Like I had so many. One time I went to school, and it was around the time like I started dressing myself and picking my own outfits.
Hell yeah. When did that happen?
I want to say it was like 3rd grade.
Hell yeah.
I wore a striped long sleeve shirt with overalls that were like plaid.
Hell
okay,
yes.
Whatever. Who fucking cares?
Yes.
I went to school, and then my teacher, Miss Hepner, she's like, didn't your mom tell you that you can't mix plaid and stripes together like that? It doesn't look good.
It doesn't look good. Jeez.
I was like, have you looked in the mirror lately, Miss Hepner?
Miss Hepner, loser.
Your slip is showing. Your boobs are uneven, and we can all tell. So
we can all tell.
I didn't want to go there, Miss Hepner, but you want to eat on my plaid stripe combo?
I don't understand that, especially a young child.
It's weird.
That's so weird.
It's so strange.
What grade was that again?
I was in, it was like 3rd grade.
3rd grade.
Yeah.
3rd grade. Yeah.
I don't remember shit, but I remember that obviously.
That's, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And if I ever see Miss Hepner again, I'm going to jump her.
Yeah, I will too. I'll help
Add
you.
her to the purge list. Yes. And Mr. Matheny.
And Mr. Matheny. Apparently, I heard that he invited teenage girls to his house. Because he used to also.
But he didn't invite you?
No. Well, I didn't even know him when I was a teenager because I had moved away after. Yeah. Because I had him for 4th grade. But then he was the basketball coach for my cousins on their basketball team.
Shut up.
My
so
girl
they know
cousins.
him too. Did they hate him too?
I feel like they liked him as a coach, but I don't know. It was more of just like, that's my teacher and that's your coach.
Yeah.
But I did tell my Aunt Teresa that he was a freaking weirdo and he was a terrible teacher. And like that, like one time just straight up made me cry because I didn't have like the right reading level. And he was like, you think you're going to go places? You think you're going to do something? And you're reading it was like a 3.6 grade level instead of like, I was in 4th grade. So it was supposed to be like 4 point whatever.
He's saying this to a fucking kid.
To a child. And I remember literally looking at him and his glasses reflecting me. And I remember the shirt I was wearing. It was like a Superman symbol and it said Super Princess. Oh, I was like,
and he wasn't treating you like a princess. Oh no,
not at all. He was treating me like a troll.
I am
like
so
a no good
sorry.
troll. Yeah, it was crazy. It was like now I think about that and I'm like, that's insane that guy in front of the class. What?
For what? For who?
For what? And then had me go sit down. I'm all
yeah.
People are like looking. People are like,
everyone's
and
like,
I'm like,
do we talk to her yet? Or no, don't talk to her for a little while.
That's crazy.
That's gross.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, Miss Matheny sucks. Miss Hepner, go to hell.
Fuck her, dude.
What a bitch.
Fuck you, Miss Hepner.
Yeah.
Look at me now, Miss Hepner.
Yeah, look at us now, bitches. You said we wouldn't make it. You said it wouldn't happen.
You said you must feel really dumb now.
You must feel stupid as hell. I'm happy that this could happen today because it's a weird vibe out there.
Me too. This is going to come out next week, but there's right now the midst of the fires.
Literally currently as we're talking.
Air quality outside is shitty. The vibe everywhere is shitty. It's really sad.
We might get an alert while we're here.
Yeah. I got one on the way here, and then they sent another one that was like, "Whoops, disregard
whoopsies."
That.
No,
as I'm on the freeway,
I
it's
got
like,
it now.
You have an evacuation. I'm driving, and I'm like almost crashing. And then it's like it goes off again. Just kidding. And I was like,
no, literally.
I'm like,
what?
I can't handle this.
Do your job, person in control of the text.
But you know what? The person in control of the text is also in a weird state of mind.
Yeah, that's true.
We all hear
compassion. I
think it's just having empathy for people that we're just all feeling like low key just like not good.
Yeah.
With all the visuals we're seeing and the sad shit. It's just like, how do you not?
It is a lot of visuals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was trying to stay off like Instagram even because people are sharing this, that. I was like,
Yeah. Yeah. Alexi and I we were all driving out to Clovis yesterday and like we had to go through like on the 5 and it was so scary looking. So crazy. Apocalyptic. And like I was like using that word obviously because that's what it looks like. But then all the pictures were coming out. I was like, yeah, it's like straight up Gotham City.
It really is, dude.
It feels so Gotham
like
out there.
Around the Hollywood sign. I'm like, is this a Quentin Tarantino movie?
It is so like poetic.
It's
almost.
Crazy.
It's like, what is going?
I'm just like classic though. Classic start of the year this way here.
Classic start of the year.
It's just so typical of LA and Southern California.
The Hollywood sign image, the fire, it's not real.
Fake.
Fucking AI, dude.
AI.
Have a heart, AI. Now's
I kind of wish
time.
that it would have burned down. I'm just kidding.
Whoa.
That's crazy. I mean, just for like effect, you know?
No, for sure.
Like
for the lore,
like in a book.
Yeah,
in a book, I wish it would have burned down.
Yeah. Dude, it's so crazy.
I'll write a book.
When I walked out to my car, There's like ashes falling in my eye.
Was
I'm
there?
like, oh my God, this is sick.
I didn't really have any ashes over where I am, but I don't know. Yeah, it's really like it's so symbolic.
It feels like it.
It feels
it's not a good
symbolic.
sign. Obviously,
yeah.
it's not a good
like
sign.
Like that picture, especially of the Hollywood sign, even though it's fake.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like people have been saying that Hollywood has been on fire for like the last year.
Yeah.
When I moved down here, everyone was like, ah.
Yeah.
You know what's like the grossest thing about all of this is that they're turning it very like political.
Mm-hmm.
And they're saying like, oh, this is happening to California because of all of your sins.
Okay.
And like
That's like religious.
That's like this is the end.
Well, they're saying like, oh, like because of all your sins, and then they were saying like, oh, I'm glad it's happening in the blue states.
Well,
so
what
that-
about Las Vegas, Sin City?
So that it can cleanse you and all that.
Ew.
And then you know the orange man. He said that if he was in office, he wouldn't have gave Gavin Newsom any funds to help fight.
Oh, wow.
It really is Gotham City out here.
It's so Gotham City. Like this sounds
It's a joke.
fake.
It's a joke.
Bro.
The whole
This isn't
I
real.
think Southern California is just like one silly movie.
It's
like a Truman
the whole
Show
world
movie. Yeah.
is such a weird.
It's so crazy.
What is going on?
I don't know.
There is like, yeah, it feels like we're at.
That's so weird. That's what I was thinking
A
on the way here.
point.
I'm like, it just feels like such a like movie, and not in a good way. Not like last night was a movie, bro. No.
It's like constant fucking stress
Yes.
and like fear,
Yeah.
genuine fear that like we're like just gonna
Doomed?
not have a fucking place to live, and we're all just gonna have miserable ass
Just
lives.
doomed. Oh God.
That's really scary.
Yeah.
But
No, it
somebody
sucks.
said that you have to think of, which obviously is stupid, but not stupid, but they were saying that you might want to channel and see it as like a rebirth. Like maybe
Yeah,
it's
no
not-
one. That's what I think that's what I'm trying to get at. Of like, there has to be like this combustion and this like pressure that like erupts for things to like progress.
To,
And like
start
this
over.
is it. Like this is like we're all. That's what we're feeling. Like that pressure and that like ooh.
Yeah. Something's happening.
Like I don't know. I just trip out that like Paris Hilton and like Billy Crystal. I see it on my Facebook feed and stuff of like them losing their houses, and I'm kind of just like, all right.
yeah.
They can go buy
No,
another goddamn.
that was a whole
Why
other
are
thing,
they
too.
getting attention?
Yeah, I fucking forgot
Fuck
who I saw
you.
earlier. That's like
Fuck Billy
some
Crystal.
actress, and she's being like, well, she turned it political, and that's why my house is lost. I'm like, bitch, of course you only care when your house, something happens to your house.
And then I saw like this other dude that he's like a real estate person in Hollywood, and he's like, oh, do you have any private firefighters that can come to my house? I'll pay you he literally says, I'll pay you anything. It's like, you're disgusting.
Private firefighters.
You are disgusting. You are so fucking gross.
Oh my God.
What is wrong with
I hate
you?
it here.
No, it's so bad.
No, it's weird.
Ugh,
It's
la, la,
surreal.
la.
I don't want to say that I'm glad that it hit like rich people's houses,
Yeah.
but imagine people that
That's
don't have insurance on their home or couldn't rebuild and shit like that.
Yeah.
People in Flint, Michigan still don't have clean water.
Yeah.
Like, hello? I don't
Still.
give a fuck about you and your house that burned down. Go buy another one.
It's so
Like, you
crazy.
know that's what you're going to do.
Yeah. And then
You
there's
don't need
people,
anyone's sympathy.
like Altadena area, just regular ass people.
Yeah, that's,
Their shit's getting burned down.
Yeah.
They're regular people
Yeah.
with regular jobs, living regular, like check to check, whatever. Like, how are they supposed to fucking? It's nuts.
Did you
Yeah.
see the couple that
There's like no support for them.
Yeah.
got their insurance. So a lot of the insurance companies
I've been seeing that.
are dismissing them,
Uh-huh.
like,
Which is,
That's
I hate to be like,
I know.
like do 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 do, but also why? Why is that aligning? Ah. Why is it aligning?
Oh God, I knew this was gonna. We were gonna pop
Yeah.
off. I knew it on the way here. The weird vibe.
I know. And it sucks that it feels like so serious and heavy, but also, I don't know. That's kind of where like art comes in, right?
Yes, exactly. Exactly. That's all we have.
That's literally all we
now.
have. I was thinking too the other day about, I was like journaling about just being a comedian. And I think it's because I've been reading that book by Sam Talent, Running the Light.
Yeah, I saw it on your couch when I was younger.
Oh, so good. But how like all artists I think do this, but I feel like comics especially have this like we are the light in the darkness. Like we are like where people come for joy and laughs and like lightheartedness. Yeah, and just like not think about all the shit that's happening and like, or maybe like talk about it in a way that's just like not so depressing.
Yeah. Totally. Which is, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's rough, especially when we're like mentally unstable people
we are
ourselves,
all so mentally unstable.
So it's like, but that's the best role to play, honestly.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it.
I mean, it really, like, I don't know. I've been thinking so much lately about how like art is so like detrimental and like it's so important to have, and for like I just wish that people like us could like easily sustain ourselves with being artists and being creative people.
Yeah, and some people do. It just seems like
it feels so nepo.
Yeah, for
it
sure.
feels
it's just
nepo
like,
as fuck.
It's wild.
I'm like,
there.
please, I'll fucking write a description.
Yeah.
I'll
like,
write a description
I'm not
for
an
fucking
alt comic by choice.
yeah. What's an alt comic?
I'm like, well, so there's professional comics, and I'm just like down there a little bit. Just use your imagination.
I feel, yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. I love alt comedy.
Me too, though.
Yeah, it's funny.
It's the best. Okay, we can liven this up.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what we're going to talk about?
What?
This isn't livening it up, but going to the doctor. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Because we were talking about this earlier. I do want to say that my doctor that I have right now, I feel like she's very like anti-medicine and like, which is crazy because I'm on all my, but I'm on all my like antidepressants and stuff through my psychiatrist.
Good for you.
I go through a separate channel because I know she won't give me anything.
You're like, I'm going to get these meds one way or another, doc.
And I just found out that like me and my sister and my mom are her youngest patients. Like she does old people usually.
Oh, hell yeah. Tell her to get me some marshmallow root.
I will. I will, Dr. Thompson. I'm like, it's anxiety, Lisa. It's anxiety. Give me something. She's like, just take a warm bath. I'm like, I'm going to fight you.
Take a warm bath.
Lisa.
Take an oat bath.
Lisa. You think I haven't tried a bath, Lisa? It's anxiety, Lisa. Give me something for it.
That is so funny. I don't go to the doctor ever. I don't even have a doctor.
Are you afraid to?
I am.
Some people really don't like
that. I am afraid to.
Mm.
I like don't want to go and they're like, you have stage 4 cancer.
100%.
I would rather just die.
Not know, yeah.
Yeah, I would rather just get really sick, pass out one day,
you're like,
and die.
I would have an idea, right? I'd have an idea.
Yeah,
like if you start feeling shitty, for
like
sure.
Like if I start coughing blood or like if I start peeing blood.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, maybe.
Just shitting blood?
No, I've done that.
Okay. Yeah. There was a period where that happened to me and I was scared.
Like,
I was like, yeah. But it stopped.
No, it does. It does. That's like stress.
I think it was like when I was like
colitis or whatever.
A lot.
You weren't well. You weren't well.
I was drinking so much when that was happening.
Yeah, I like to go to the doctor actually. Like
you do
because
that's
like
so good.
I'm just like I gotta know.
Yeah,
but I always think there's something wrong with me, and so I'm not scared because I'm always so used to going because I think something's wrong. So I go to the doctor
and then they're like, everything's fine.
Yeah, but
that
then I'm
is
like,
really nice.
I'm still like, how do you really know?
You're not me, Lisa.
I go to the doctor and she's like, how do you feel? I'm like, this. She's like, you're fine. Your blood work says you're fine. This. How do you know though? But what if I'm not?
Yeah.
And then you're like, God, I hope I'm not. That way I'll die and she'll feel bad.
Ooh. Misdiagnosis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That is, that's a possibility.
Well, misdiagnosis is a scary thing.
I only go to my therapist for my doctor.
Yeah.
Just my head health.
Yeah, that's good. At least there's
My
one.
mind health.
I haven't gone to a therapist in a while. I used to go to a lady named Glenda.
Like the good witch.
Yeah, she was like very. I could tell she was Christian.
You could tell.
I could tell. Like, and she never said anything like that. Really, just was outright saying it. But I knew there was sometimes she would like say things or like
what? Like, well, God's got you. Like that.
Yeah, or like I feel like I'm pretty sure she said like it's in God's hands now or something, and I'm like,
oh yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah, and I could tell she was on like more of the conservative side, so I kind of just ghosted her. She did the job for a while. It was really nice at first, but I was like, I think it's time we part ways for now.
Yeah.
This was years ago, and I'm like, I don't really need you anymore. But recently, I do not need her. I'm going to look for a new therapist, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe like on ZocDoc or something.
ZocDoc it up, bitch. Yeah.
Sponsor us. No, I actually use ZocDoc a lot. I actually do use ZocDoc a lot. But
do they just match you like
with like
for a day?
Well, you can, yeah. So they give you different types of doctors. Like when I need a new psychiatrist, I just like looked up psychiatrists in my area, put in like my insurance information if you have it, and it'll say like who's in your network that you can use.
Cool.
And then and most places like are doing like digital appointments, and it's super easy.
Yeah, that's what I do, digital.
Yeah, but yeah,
I love a digital appointment.
I need a therapist, so talk it out,
Yeah.
I can't keep crying on my dog.
Some therapists are like they should not be therapists. I've met some.
And then one time Glenda said to me, I went into her office and I was like, hey, do you have an iPhone charger that I can use? My phone's dying. And she's like, that feels on brand for you.
Oh no.
And I was like, it is.
That sounds...
But do you have the charger? Yes or no?
That sounds really shamey.
I know.
Yeah, that sounded shamey.
Dude, people just think they can tell me whatever. I'll tell you. I'm like, what is it about me? They're like, yeah. I'm like, oh, thank you so much. It's like criticism that's not constructive nor solicited.
Yeah. Like,
it's just
you
like,
can actually leave me alone.
Yeah, I'm like, why should you need to say that to me?
Yeah. I hate a backhanded
too.
comment. That is one of my least favorite things to handle.
Yeah. No, it is.
Because I'm always...
You're like, which way do I go?
Yeah,
how do I take
I'm
this?
like, do I just pretend like it's fine? Which I feel like usually is the route. Like, I don't know. As soon as stuff like that happens, I'm usually like, I'm not going to hang out over there anymore.
Yeah.
But
anyway. Then sometimes like you're in that situation where there's somebody in this circle that like, you don't want to leave the circle because this person's in it.
Yeah.
And you just have to pretend that they're not there or whatever. I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate being social.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't teach you that in school, how to deal with that situation.
They really don't. And they should. They should teach a lot more things in school. I remember in like maybe 10th grade, my teacher, Mr. Adler, he had us like do a fake budget. My ass so bad. And I have not improved. I am so awful.
It was bad even then in school.
Oh yeah,
like
budget?
All
my fake money. I was like buying fucking like eggs and like hella fucking.
You're like just to have around.
Like yeah, I'm like yeah, I'll get that couch and fucking yeah. And it was like so bad. And then
then it just stayed that way.
I would ditch that class a lot. I hated that class.
That is so funny.
Yeah, I'm not good with money.
No, me either.
Spend it. I'm like, what can I buy? What can I? Do you want this? Do you want this?
100%. Yes.
You want me to buy you some food? I got it.
No, exactly. What is going on? Same here.
It's so funny. Yeah.
What is it? I know it's wrong. Like, I know that it's really not
like,
necessary, but I'm like,
hold it.
God, I haven't shopped in like 2 days. I'm like, God, I haven't spent money in like 2 days. I'm like, I'm on Amazon. I'm like, I gotta have something.
Yeah.
My God. What are we
go to
supposed
World
to do?
Market and buy like a plate.
World Market. Don't
get
get me started on
plate
Cost
that
Plus
looks
World
like
Market.
a little bee.
Dude, they have so much cute shit there though. It pisses me off.
I know. I used to work there. I worked there for like 3 months, and it literally felt like 6 years of my life. But
did you get stuff?
Oh, I got
for
stuff.
Discount.
The discount
not even a big discount.
Sucks.
Yeah,
but it's 20%. So if you buy like a big item, like a expensive item with the 20% off, and then like maybe if you get it on sale, because you get the sale price of the 20% off.
Yeah.
With that. And then that's
nice.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go in there. I'll spend like hours in there.
Yeah.
I love all
and
the
food in there.
The food,
so
the snacks,
good.
the drinks.
The drinks. They have. They have that rose lemonade. It's so good.
I want to go there right now.
Yeah.
Groceries. Is that weird?
Do what?
Groceries.
What do you mean? You like going
food,
to the grocery store?
I like buying food.
Oh, really?
I like that.
But you use them.
I do.
That's another thing. I could do that, but then my stuff, it just stays in my fridge because I'm also spending money on fast food and shit.
Oh, I've gotten better about like if I go grocery shopping, I will make my groceries.
Okay.
That's very recent, and I could probably fall off of that. But last time I bought a bag of kale, I used the whole bag.
Nice, exactly.
Yeah.
Let's start there.
Yeah.
Not at once have I ever used an entire bag of spinach.
No, it's hard.
And you go through that stuff. Like, you don't even need a lot of it. Like, or you need a lot of it to cook.
Yeah.
How am I still not finishing a bag? What am I?
Are you?
I cook like once a week, dude. Listen. Okay.
Are you only putting 2 pieces?
So this will happen every once in a while.
That's my spinach.
Yeah. I get all high and then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to start making my food more. I order the same shit, eggs, spinach. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to make like spinach, egg scrambles in the morning at the very least. And then I get it. And then I do the spinach, egg scramble once. And then I'm like, fuck that the rest of the week. So the spinach never gets used. It's one little handful of spinach. And I'm like,
one little handful. Pasta is really good.
I like making pasta.
Or
that's good.
like I love to just throw a bunch of fucking spinach in like with butter and garlic.
Like sauteed spinach.
Yeah, and then put it with like your salmon or
I'm
something.
low in
Do you like
iron.
salmon?
I feel like you might have asked me this before. Several times, I feel like. And I don't really know what's not sticking for you. And why you love salmon, huh?
You don't like salmon.
I like salmon,
you
but
do.
it's just like
I forget. I'm sorry.
And you know what?
I'm sorry, I don't remember.
And you know what's crazy? I'm gonna say the same answer I say every time. I prefer a white fish. And I think you know that.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
And I'll say exactly the same thing, like a halibut or a quad. I feel like I'm having deja vu, but I'll answer you with the same answer I give you every time.
Sorry, Salina.
I prefer a white fish, okay?
Noted enough.
Can you write somebody? I'm like, it is being recorded. It is.
Do you like avocado toast?
I do.
Oh, that's so funny.
I do. My neighbor just last night gave me, because she has an avocado tree, all her shit flew off. She had a box of avocados. She gave me a bag full. So I would love to make avocado toast. But we'll see.
Maybe an avocado salad with some white fish.
We'll see. I haven't popped into an avocado.
You like white
I do
fish.
the same thing as you do, where I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna add spinach to my egg, and then I'm eating it, and I'm like, the other day I added kale, and I was like,
Oh,
Kale
no.
is.
It's
I like a kale salad, but I don't like it in the egg.
okay. Good. Good to
So,
know.
I found an alternative to using spinach on my avocado toast.
Oh,
So if you grab like a heaping
a big
Heap.
pile.
a
Heap.
of
Okay. Then you cook it, and it's like this much. It's this much.
No, it's
You're all
not
like this.
It's crazy. I put the whole bag.
so it's not cooked.
Oh.
So just put it in a bowl, add a little bit of olive oil and balsamic vinegar if you have any, and just toss it.
If you have any.
And then do sourdough, avocado spread. Put the greens on top and a fried egg on top of that.
Ooh.
That sounds so good.
So good.
That sounds really
I
good.
love like variations of avocado toast, like egg and egg on top, or you can do like a prosciutto,
that shit's
salami.
so good.
You can do a sweet
Salmon.
toast. Yeah,
Toast?
salmon.
Toast is the magic
toast.
food.
Dude,
like you
I've
can
been eating toast with butter.
Me too.
At
That's
nighttime,
been my
yeah.
That's been me.
Mine too. And I was eating it the other day. I'm like, is this weird?
No, that's been my like
It's
meal.
like a comfort food.
Yeah, and
Two
you could
pieces of toast,
do
kind of butter. Sometimes I'll put jam.
yes, you could do sweet or you could do savory, and you
mhm.
could put like mozzarella on
You
there.
put whatever the fuck.
Strawberry with a little bit of cracked pepper.
Whoa.
Fuck off.
Whoa.
Delicious. You know where I got that? Salt and Straw. Because their
Oh,
strawberry ice cream is black pepper.
Oh, wow.
Flicked.
And
flaked.
so now you know that those pair beautifully together.
Well, I thought, oh, they do that. And then so I put it on my toast and I was like, I was right.
I knew I should have trusted them like I did.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah. No, breakfast is definitely, I mean, is the one meal I will make. I'll make breakfast. Cooking dinner is like a whole thing. Like it's usually just
I
me
love
and I'm
cooking
like,
dinner.
what am I gonna? And then I don't like doing dishes. Like I'm just like, fuck. Now I gotta do the dishes too from this. What I made myself.
Yeah. Doing dishes is so hard.
I hate
And I
it.
always have to like trick myself.
Mhm.
Like be like, this is like fun.
I don't know why people hate this so
Yeah,
much.
I do it like ironically. Have you ever
Oh.
done stuff like that before?
No, and then the lie becomes the truth.
yeah, kinda.
Okay.
You're just like doing it, and then you're like, oh, well, I'm doing it, and I'm here now.
It's part of life.
And then it's kind of meditative.
I'm a human
meditative?
being. Washing dishes just like this
no.
connects me to other human beings.
100%.
We all do this.
It feels so human, and it feels like I'm like doing this for my house.
what?
For me,
I
I
have a
don't know.
dishwasher, so
Oh hell yeah! I'm envious.
it's just about loading the thing. I can't get myself to load it.
That's
Ugh.
okay.
It smells
It's
weird
okay,
in there, and you have
Salini.
to like have it open, and then my dog's all trying to get in there, and I'm
Smells
like,
weird in there.
it's too much.
Can you put something in there to make it different? To make it smell different?
Maybe I should look that up.
Yeah, maybe.
Dishwasher, and we could not use it.
What? Like you weren't allowed because it was like.
My
Yeah.
mom was always very anti-dishwasher.
Yeah, my
She'd
mom
be
was
ashamed
like-
of
My
me.
mom never uses her
Yeah, she's
dishwasher.
like, it takes you longer to use a dishwasher than it is to like do it.
No,
I
it
don't know if
doesn't.
that's true, but
No, it doesn't.
my mom is the same way. Never. We didn't even have a dishwasher, and she would be like, "Don't put your stuff in there. It's not really gonna get clean. It's not whatever. I don't know."
Storage.
My.
Oh, storage.
Oh,
Cups and other
That's good. That's a good idea.
My stepmom, for as long as I've known her, which is like 20 years, every time we eat with her, she's always like, I got a dishwasher and I ain't afraid to use it.
That's
she
your thing?
always says it. I got a dishwasher and I ain't afraid to use it.
Oh, I love it. I'm gonna start saying that.
Yeah.
To after I finish my meal alone,
Yeah.
to Hopper, I'll look at my dog. I got a dishwasher and I ain't afraid to use it.
Yeah.
You know what I found out that kind of like helps me because I'm like what you were saying, like it kind of helps me, like I don't want to say meditate, but I'm like
Yeah.
It's like
you,
therapeutic, like when you
think about
clean or whatever,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
audiobook on and then I'm
Uh-huh.
Or music.
I
Yeah.
am
Mhm.
the clean as I cook person.
Oh, me too.
Oh, yeah. Me too.
I'll do that too because I'm really looking out for my future self. Because I know I'm not going to clean it up.
Oh,
If I
no.
don't do it
If
now, it's not happening.
It's gotten crazy before. When I was like a teenager,
Dude.
I would have everything out. My mom would get
I
pissed.
live like a frat boy. I've had a a cup like this with like coffee like on my counter till like stuff's grown on top of it.
Oh yeah, I have that all the time.
And then it becomes too gross to even want to touch to throw away.
Yeah.
But then I gotta do it.
Yeah.
And so then I put on a hazmat suit. No.
Something on the floor, like the other day there was a tag from Marshalls, and I dropped it,
and
I
it's
said,
just
I'll
there.
get it right now, and we just keep like
Stop.
walking
That is
over it,
so
and I'm
funny.
like, I gotta fucking pick this
Isn't it
shit up.
crazy? What is it? It's like
Yeah.
a mental block.
I don't know.
No, totally. That
Ugh.
is so, and it's crazy too, like what a sweep does.
Yeah.
Just
No, for sure.
sweep really quick.
Yeah.
Or vacuum
Whole
if you
other
have
thing.
carpet. And it is like, yeah.
Wow.
I'm like, holy shit. This is sparkly.
I do like being alive.
Yeah. And then throw some incense.
Yeah.
To burn. Do you guys do incense? Are you an incense?
Candles mostly.
Candle.
You know I do candles.
Yeah, you don't have any incense.
I don't have any incense. I don't know why. I'm
Do you
down
like
for
the
it. I
smell of
do.
it? Okay.
My dad used to light incense a lot.
Yeah.
A la his days of smoking weed, and
Yes.
I didn't know he smoked weed.
Yes, it's classic.
And I didn't
weed
know
smoke.
that incense was like a thing to cover like weed smoke and
Yes.
stuff
It's
until I was older.
classic.
And that's when I put it together. I'm like, oh my God, Dad, with the incense. And then I don't know if I told you this, he'd go for his walks in the backyard and I would look out the window
Yes.
and see like an ember just like floating.
Yeah.
That was like his joint. And I would always be like, that's so crazy. What is that? Aw,
That's
kids are so dumb and
insane.
naive. And
Yeah.
now I'm like, you son of a gun.
My dad was also a big incense head.
Yeah, I like it. It's
I
comforting.
love it. When I was in 8th grade is when I like discovered like Janis Joplin and Jimi Hendrix and all that shit. And
Patchouli.
I went to Berkeley and I remember getting a fuck ton of incense, all the different kinds. And I loved that. And it totally reminds, like whenever I burn it, it
Yeah.
reminds me of like
Totally.
of those days
No,
listening
same.
to Cry Baby.
I'll like freaking light incense and I'm back on hate at
Hell
hate street. I'm like,
it's so sweet. It's such a sweet
maybe I should do
time.
incense more.
I have like a lot. I bought a thing from World Market.
Classic.
And it's like
Sponsor us,
it's like
Cosplay World
500
Market.
sticks of incense and it's like $5.
Dude, it's crazy.
Crazy.
And there's like really cute incense holders. That's my interest with it, is like getting a bunch of different cute ones. It'd be so fun.
You could make
Out of clay.
Oh,
But not the kit. Not the kit from
girl.
Target.
You could do the
I don't want to do that.
You don't want that kit.
You know what
Okay.
I've been seeing on TikTok is
want different clay.
Crayola air dry clay. And it comes in a big like tube and these people are just doing it at home, like getting into it as a
Okay.
hobby.
like Play-Doh more.
Yeah. And it's air dry
it's-
clay.
yeah.
You don't have to bake it in your toaster oven.
Yeah.
And then you
don't
can
like
paint it
that
and
idea.
glaze it. And I think that's
Paint and glaze.
that's what I wanted to do initially. But because of the time crunch and then Blix was already closed that day, I'm like, let me get this thing.
You
And
know what polymer clay?
yes.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I used to make my own earrings
Oh.
with that clay, but it's smaller.
That makes sense.
So you don't have to roll it out as much. It's meant for smaller items.
Mm.
And then I would go into the kitchen and bake it.
That makes sense.
Now that makes sense.
Oh, so like maybe little figurines.
I guess.
We could make little cats.
Yeah, that'd be cute.
You can make cat earrings. Make the figurine and then put a cat back.
You could make whatever. I see people make magnets. They're doing little clay figurines and they make magnets out of them.
I love magnets.
Yeah.
As I've gotten older,
You love them.
I love a magnet.
Yeah, I
think
have a
they're
bunch of souvenir
so
ones. And when we go
cute.
places, we always get one from wherever we're at.
That's perfect. I love
Yeah.
putting stuff on my fridge. You know what I got? Like one of those, all those letters, all those words.
the letters and
And I
words.
got like
yes.
the sinful one.
Oh,
So it's all like
it's
these,
naughty.
all these crazy words of like, it's like wrath and like lust and drunk. And I like making
little messages.
messages
And you're
to
like,
myself.
Is it still called Cost Plus?
Yeah, Cost Plus World Market. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I thought it was just World Market.
No, it's
No.
still Cost Plus World Market, but the Cost Plus on top is real small. It's like
So they like
Real
because
small.
Cost Plus is a weird. It doesn't suit the store.
No.
It sounds like a Pick and Save or like a Big
Yeah.
Lots, right? So I think that's why maybe they're trying to just go more with World
remember,
Market.
Pier 1.
Pier 1 Imports, yep.
I wanted to grow up and have a house and buy shit at
From Pier 1? Dude, Pier
So
1 is still, I think my
2000s.
mom loves that place.
Yeah.
I'll go in there and I'm like, And yes, there's one in West Covina. And I'll go in there and I'm like, wow.
You're like,
this is what adulthood is supposed to look like. I have a skateboard on my wall. And I'm like, some people have chandeliers.
Yeah. Yeah. I love a chandelier. God, when I grow up.
I know. One day I'll replace the skateboard on the wall with a chandelier.
A pink chandelier.
Where my ceiling titty is.
Yeah. You're like, take the titty out, put the shandy in.
Exactly. I was looking at it the other night. I'm like, that is true poverty. The ceiling titty. One day I'll have recess lighting and a chandelier.
One day. Recess lighting. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. Pier 1, I don't think I've ever stepped foot in a Pier 1. I'm not gonna lie.
It feels like I'm gonna like break everything. Like everything seems so nice and delicate that I'm just like, don't touch anything.
It's like very like magazine.
It is.
Like, yeah,
you
like
know.
Pottery Barn's
Exactly.
like older sister.
Exactly, yeah.
I want to go to Williams Sonoma.
Me too.
Ooh, I love a Williams
They do samples
Sonoma.
there,
They do
though, so that's sick.
samples.
Really?
Uh-huh.
We're just walking in there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Samples, it
They
always
do
smells so good in there.
classes too. Ooh, that would be fun.
Where's there a Williams Sonoma?
Probably
I feel
like in Orange
there's
County
one in-
somewhere.
yeah,
Maybe at the
or like-
Grove.
Or the Victoria Gardens. I feel like
Maybe.
maybe there's one there.
We could just go to IKEA. I
Love
love IKEA. And their meatballs and their snacks. So good.
I don't know if I've ever had the meatballs.
Oh, are you a fan of like those little crock pot meatballs? You ever had them?
Yeah,
they're
I like those.
They're good. They're those,
My
but like
mom
just
makes
so
those.
good.
But like on crack.
On crack.
Yeah, I've had a Swedish meatball before. And I do remember liking it. So if it's like that,
Yeah.
I guess
And the
I
thing
would
is like
probably
you
like
walk
it.
through the store, you have fun, and then when
then
you're all
you
done,
go
you
eat.
can go eat something.
I haven't been to an IKEA since like I was probably 19 or 20.
Crazy. There's some real cute stuff there, and it's obviously cheap. Like, they just have like cute stuff that's like not meant to be like long term stuff.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
It's fun, you know.
Yeah.
I think it's okay for like for me that
Uh-huh.
I want to like change.
No,
shit
for
all
sure.
the
I'd
time.
prefer it that way. I don't
Yeah.
want to spend a bunch of money on like things, and I'm like, well, what if I don't like this? in,
You're
a
like,
few
this
months?
is my grand
Exactly.
oak
Yeah.
bedroom,
Exactly.
but freaking trunk.
I'm gonna have this till I die.
My Amish made.
In order to make it worth
$9,000.
it, I'm gonna have it till I die, and I want to be buried in it.
My boudoir is my everything. My
This is
cherry
my livelihood.
wood. One day, this will be yours.
My niece, I'm like, I got kids. I don't got nothing to pass
Like,
on.
how much is that worth?
I do tell my nieces, I'm like, just be nice to me when I'm old, okay?
Like you pay $20 for it.
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever.
Let's go get a dub. What if people start calling weed dubs again?
That'd be.
Do people do that? I haven't
There's-
heard it.
I feel like they're probably and maybe in the
Like, I'm gonna go get a dub.
maybe a dub.
It's like $20 worth.
Oh.
A double.
What's a dub?
Like a double of a 10.
Yeah.
Or people would get nickel bags. Do you remember
Nickelback.
people getting nickel bags?
I haven't heard that one in a while, actually.
The bag was like so comically
Isn't it
small.
crazy?
Like bowls were
I'm
the
like,
weed.
what are you doing?
Oh my God. People would be like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Like, yeah, you could find that in my car. Go look.
No, 100%.
It was literally
Yeah.
$5 a nickel bag. Yeah.
And now I'm like dropping nugs on the floor, and I'm like, whatever.
I know, for real. One time I got like, it was right when I turned 18, and it was right before I got my cannabis card in California in San Jose. And we got caught by the popo. We were just like smoking weed, whatever. And the guy searched all of us. It was like me and 3 friends. So it was 4 of us total. And he was, and then so he was like, well, I'm going to search the car. And it was my car. And he was like, any of your friends doing coke or anything? Is there anything in the car? Coke? And they really wanted to find coke.
100%.
He really wanted to find coke. And I was like, no. And then they found literally like a little nug that I had dropped in the car. And we're like, they didn't even find the weed that we had in there. Like the weed that we had just bought, they didn't find it. They just found the little nug. Gave me a ticket.
Though, yeah.
Gave me a ticket.
They were
for
still
that.
like,
and it was right before the law had been changed to like a misdemeanor or an infraction instead of a misdemeanor. And so I just had to go to a class and pay the fine, whatever.
Jesus.
But it was like, it was such a fucking thing. And then right after that, I got my cannabis card. But we were so mad because it was like, he didn't even find our weed.
Yeah, it wasn't
and we
even worth
smoked it.
Yeah, it wasn't even worth it.
Yeah. And then the cop was all trying to play fucking Encyclopedia Brown. He's like, who's your dealer? Who's your dealer? I was like, I am not going to tell you like a 16-year-old's name.
My dealer?
My dealer.
He's not a dealer. He's just a kid that sells me weed.
Yeah.
Like, calm down.
Yeah. It was so funny. I was like, no.
Cops love using terms like that. Your dealer.
I know. It was like, oh, God.
Like, relax.
He was like I feel like he was Latino too, the guy. Because I remember feeling very betrayed.
You're like, I don't fuck with this brown on brown crime,
yeah,
okay?
I don't. That's so weird.
It is.
What are you doing?
100%.
I got pulled over one time.
You're stupid.
Well, with someone that I was dating, and he like pulled up to the like his side, and he was like, "Can I have your ID?" And he gave him the ID, and he's like, "Whoa, buddy." He's like, "Was this a couple pounds back?"
Shut the fuck.
Yeah, and then we were like,
What?
We should have like known from there, like this is
Bad cop.
Like...
Yeah.
Bad cop. Bad cop.
Bad cop.
And then he left, and then he came back, and he's like, "All right, so how much cash do you guys have on you?" And we're like, "What the fuck?" Like, and then I was like, he's like, "I don't have any cash," and then I had a $20 bill, and I was like, I think I have $20," and I was like going down to my bag, and he's like, "So you're gonna bribe me? You're gonna bribe a cop?"
Shut up.
Are you kidding me? And I was like, "No, I mean you asked. I was like 18."
Oh my God, how scary.
And then he said, "Okay." He's like, "I'll give you guys a ticket," and we're like, "For what?" And he's like, "Or we can play a game and I can let you off." And we're like, "What?"
I've seen
A
videos of
game?
them like doing like a heads or tails situation on if
What
they were
for?
gonna like
What?
give them a ticket or not, or like have them go to jail, or it's like, God damn, dude.
How old was
What
he?
a piece of shit.
Oh,
What a
what?
piece of
And then
shit.
another guy came, and then he came on my side, and then he was like looking, and then he opened my door, and he was like looking like because it was during the summer, and I had shorts on. He was looking up and down, and he's like, "You're with that guy?" And I was like, "Oh, like leave me alone."
Yikes.
It just felt really
Oh!
scary. And then finally he let us go, and then I got home, and I was like,
Of course. Gross.
Yeah, it sucks.
Oh God, I hate it.
And to me, I was just like, fucking assholes. Like, you're just wasting time.
For sure,
Yeah,
exactly.
they-
That's all you wanted to do.
like,
At
you
your
have
expense,
nothing
really,
better to
you know,
do.
to scare you guys and whatever.
Nothing
That's so
better.
crazy.
Oh, God.
Oh wow.
People are insane. Oh, yeah. And then speaking of, so the other night I took a shower at like 11 o'clock. It was like 11 p.m., whatever. And I was like, like just a tiny little sing. And then I just get boom, 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 boom. My neighbor that called the cops on me twice already started pounding on, and I started singing. I was like, I don't give a fuck if you bang on the door, bang on the wall. And I was just like going off, and then I was like, you're giving me that drum.
Stop.
Yeah.
You're singing along to the beat of them
I
knocking on their wall.
was.
That's so
She
funny.
was getting so mad, and then I got a phone call and an email from like from my building, and they were like, this is our quiet hours. And they said, and then they were like, that includes playing music, talking.
Everybody shut the fuck up from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m.
No, this isn't like a child camp. This
Quiet
isn't
hours?
like, yeah, like we are in the heart of Koreatown. You are not going to fucking tell me that I can't sing in the shower. And the first time, like, I was not singing loud at all. I know that I was not.
Yeah.
And she was just looking for
and,
something to like,
listening.
yeah. And it's like, you are insane. And so I need to call my landlord guy and like explain to him because he's new. We just got a new landlord.
Oh,
everybody.
shit.
So yeah.
So he doesn't know her antics.
So he doesn't know anything.
Because she's done this several times.
Yes.
Is she older?
She's an old white lady. She's a Karen ass bitch. And she's just like a grouchy, grumpy woman that has a big Dalmatian dog that barks all the time. Barks all the time.
I saw her when I was leaving your place last time.
Yeah.
The Dalmatian.
And she sees me. She sees me all the time out. She will not make eye contact with me. I look at her and I like, what's up?
Is she sitting in like utter silence to be able to hear you?
She has to be because
No, really.
in the shower,
It's insane.
lightly singing.
It's insane. It's so insane.
And then you start feeling
And-
like, not comfortable.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And honestly, like like her banging on that makes me feel like if I stop doing whatever I'm doing, that I'm like her like dog or
Exactly.
something. And so like I want to let her know that like I don't care that you're doing that, and I'm gonna stop when I'm gonna stop. But I know I'm not like being disruptive.
Exactly.
I'm
Yeah.
not-
Dude,
You
that's so
know?
crazy. I hate that. I've never had like a neighbor issue.
I haven't either.
Well, okay, I had one time when I lived in an apartment upstairs. The guy upstairs had a Pomeranian that he would leave on the patio every day while he went to work. Or no, he worked nights. So every night when he went to work, it would be out on the patio.
Oh no.
And in summertime, I'd leave my screen door open and his thing's out there barking all night because it's like left outside. I could hear it scratching at the door. I'm like, nobody's going to let your ass in. To the point where I'd always be like, hey, can you let your dog in? And then like the middle of the night because like it's keeping me awake, blah, blah, blah. And he wouldn't like, he would be like, oh yeah, okay, whatever. And I'm just like, you're not listening to me. And then one time I was watching Armageddon and he came down and he's like, your movie's a little loud. I was like,
stop.
How can you hear it over the sound of your dog barking?
You said
No.
no.
I was like, it's actually not that loud. So I said good day.
Take care
That's how you deal with.
and put a muzzle
conflict.
on it.
I say good day.
Put a muzzle on.
If you don't shut that thing up,
Yeah,
I'm gonna choke it.
that's crazy. I mean, I'm just like, I'm
But, like,
so sorry,
you
but
have to
I
live by
lived.
these people.
I lived in Eugene, and like sometimes I wouldn't go to sleep until 2:00 in the morning when they stopped playing their insane house music. But like, we're not fucking living in the goddamn Hampton. Like, I'm paying. You know, like I got cockroaches in my bathroom
Yeah.
sometimes.
You're like, so
fuck you. There's rats outside.
Yeah. So why don't you just live your life?
Yeah.
Don't worry about mine.
Like, tune it out.
Get some noise canceling headphones.
Yes,
maybe.
get some earplugs because that's
it's
all.
a YP, not a my P.
YP, not a my P. That's good, Salini. That's good. I love that.
That's how you deal with conflict.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, weird vibes.
Yeah.
Neighbor vibes.
Whatever. All right. Well, we're going to wrap this week's episode up.
Yeah.
It was a little bit heavy, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. But
We had
I
our
think it was
angry girl
good.
days, you know?
Yeah. We had to get it out.
We're just
You
girls.
snapped at me, and I will never forget that you prefer whitefish.
Didn't snap at you.
Play it back.
Nope. There's no need for that.
What if I started crying?
Stop. I would start crying because I've been crying a lot lately. Don't do it. I love you.
No, I love you.
And I like salmon, but I prefer whitefish. Okay?
I'll remember
Okay.
forever.
All right. And we'll see you guys next week.
Okay, love you guys. Bye.
Bye.